was somebody interviewed in the cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving. Oh, I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance. You see the devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to doing.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. From here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Alex Robinson, Brett Wheeler.
Yes?
How are you, my friend?
I'm still crippled. How are you?
I'm still black, and we're still here, but it's asphalt time.
Yeah, this is something different. Friday night, just to start us off with World of Thunder Esports League, venturing back into the world of asphalt. Of course, for the past 6 years, it's predominantly been a dirt league, and well, now they come to the asphalt side, and something a little different, for the team at World of Thunder, and what they looking forward to what they do in 2023. But we've got a little over 2 minutes left of qualifying, and well, Alex, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone right now. I'm not sure how to talk about this sort of stuff because, well, a lot longer laps than what we're used to, 50-odd second laps. We could normally get 3 or 4 laps in by that time.
Welcome to Daytona.
Hey, but the thing about it is, it's going to be some good racing, Alex.
Wait, Alex, Steve, yeah, he scared the absolute PI55 out of me. Man, I nearly jumped out of my seat just then.
I was about to say, I have it muted, so I didn't even know there was someone else that hopped in. So Steve, don't do that to me.
I mean, just look at it. We got some people. People watch it all. I see Bobby Hall Jr. watching. Is he in here? Is he racing? He's racing. Right now, he's 32nd on the time chart. I mean, we got a lot of dirt drivers in here. We got a lot of asphalt drivers in here, and not a bad showing for the first time for Wotel going to asphalt on the truck side of things. We've dipped into it before, like in the late model section. That didn't wear out too well, but the trucks and Xfinity series, that's going to be our go-to in the upcoming 2023 season.
Oh,
Brett, does this mean?
I thought you were going to take over, Alex. That's why I was sitting here just twiddling my thumbs.
Brett, does that mean we're stuck with the asphalt for a while?
Well, I mean, you are technically known as the asphalt guy, right?
That's not the asphalt guy. Apparently, I'm known as Mr. Asphalt. I don't know why, but I apparently am. I blame Steve McMillan. Like, that is a whole Steve McMillan thing.
That's hey, but this is the thing. I mean, look at Sean Hill, Aiden Beerline, Kenneth McCullough, Jason Salter, Matthew Logan, all up there in the top 5. And this is fixed setup racing. I mean, we're going to have a blast, 55 laps to distance. And, while Brett twiddles his thumbs and thinks it's something to say, we're fixing to go over to racing.
How much? I got 10 seconds. I got time to go get a Coke.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize we were sponsored by Coke for today, but hey, you know what? Hey, Coke, if Coke's your thing. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Steve. Yeah, it's been almost 3 years since I actually last had what you guys call a soda or a soft drink. Obviously, with my stomach surgery and whatnot. I actually I broke that drought yesterday, and I'll tell you why. Because we went to Costco, we got a pizza, and Amy goes to me, she goes, "Do you want a Pepsi Max?" And I'm just like, ew, no. Like, I've got... And that, before I had my surgery, like, that was my go-to drink, right? Pepsi Max.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you know what? You get a Pepsi Max, and I'll have a sip, right? I'm like, it's been nearly 3 years. And she said to me, she goes, just promise me that you're not going to, go back to it. I said, well, let's just take one thing at a time. Let me just have a sip of it first, right? And I had a sip, and I've got to say, boy, did it suck. It's not how I remembered it. And I've got no intentions of going back to it. I'm happy with my Gatorade, no sugar.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
But I mean, that's I understand that. That is cool. And Bobby Hall Jr. says, "Sup, broadcasters? We're doing good, Bobby. Glad to have you here at Wotel for a premiere of what's to come with World of Thunder Esports League."
That it is. Qualifying done. 52.147 was quick time for Sean Hill. And you can see Keith Hackney down in 17th. Just very close to a tenth of a second. 17 cars, a tenth of a second. I mean, I can go back to Daniel Worthington, actually back on... I want to say it was the RSR, back when LSR TV was, when I was actually working for LSR TV about 3 or 4 years ago, and I sort of ventured over, was doing the producing for LSR TV. Daniel Worthington was one of those drivers in the Real Sim Racing series, so, it's nice to see him, still on the asphalt side of things. But Alex, we've got the grids coming up.
And here we go. My volume coming through good?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll fix it.
Sounds good to me. Oh, well.
I mean, if you don't want them to hear, I can always change it, Alex. I can just turn you right down.
Well, who knows? But starting on the pole, it's the 77 at Sean Hill to the outside, the 13 of Aiden Beerline.
Kenneth McCullough Jr. lines up inside second row from position 3. Jason Salter from position number 4.
Starting in the 5th spot, the 75 of Matthew Logan. Starting 6th, the 01, that's Joshua McCullough. Thank you.
Yeah. Old Ronald's brother, Larry McDonald, lines up at a position number 7. Wes Wigand, position 8. I know you know that, Alex.
Wes Wigand.
Yeah.
Steve taught me that one.
Yeah, I'd settle in.
Cody Nevin starts in position number 9. Starting to the outside, it's Dakota Shepard in the 101.
Josh Fuller and Scott Bittinger in row number 6.
Ron Morris Jr. and Matthew Selby in row number 7.
Dennis Cochran and Thaddeus Marshall, row 8.
Row number 9, it's Keith Hackney and Daniel Worthington.
Matthew Catania and Donnie Batiste in row 10.
Dylan Wilson and Cody Sanders in row number 11.
Pair of Johns in row 12, John Darby and Jonathan Wiley.
Oh, I just lost everything there. Sean Judson, Tyler Berry, that is 25 and 26.
John Ward, David Farmer, 27th and 28th.
29th, it's Alex Healy. 30th, it's Bo Krebs.
Mark Bondo and Bobby Hall Jr., 31, 32.
33, it's Austin Green. 34, it's Brandon Chaburko.
Nathan Davis and Nicholas Warner, positions 35 and 36. Alex, I think we're on the front stretch. We're ready to go green.
It's fixing to get feisty here at Daytona. And you talk about 36 drivers for the first Wotel asphalt race on the truck side, Brett. It's y'all's.
Oh, green flag is out. Yes. It's. I forget. After calling different tracks for the past 3 weeks, Steve got me all confused on what asphalt is. I just know Geico restart zone. But pump drafting is going to be key here. Draft Partners is, as you see, the outside lane there. If they didn't drop down to the inside, they have now already lost 3 positions there, and that's that 13 machine of Aiden Beerline. He's dropping back, looking for a spot to drop into the draft or get some draft help. But right now, Aiden Beerline is on that outside, and he is losing spots quick.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do. But the good thing about this is if you're still connected to the draft somewhat, you can always make your way forward. Now, obviously, the outside line is not the place to be on the initial starts because, once everybody starts to, to get wound up and whatnot, find a rhythm, you all want to be on the inside line. But you've got to have confidence in the guys behind you, Alex, because if you don't have the confidence for the guys pushing you or getting close to you down the straightaways, you're really going to fall out of that draft.
Yeah, and the draft there, again, you see that outside now they're getting as we're getting a little antsy there as we got out of line there, but that top side now getting some more draft help here. They're going to look to try and get back up front here. Aiden Beerline leading that outside charge. He dropped back to the 7th spot, so he's lost 5 positions already. Him and Jason Salter both still trying to get that outside line to work. Everyone else on that bottom side, they're starting to move front. David Farmer up 11 spots already. So Farmer, who I'm pretty sure is in that inside up on the bottom there, might have got through and got to the bottom before anyone else on that outside can. But draft help always pivotal here. And I think the guys in the mid-pack, it's one of those you got to make the moves, but don't make them too soon or you're kind of going to have a hashtag blame Alex moment.
As Platzi just said, there's going to be so much hashtag blame Alex is right here. One car, Cody Nevin, down to the inside of the racetrack. He'll lose a ton of ground. They're going to go 3 wide. Look at the 4 machine of Matt Selby. Not afraid to make it 3 wide. I'm going to say, we're only on lap number 3, and, well, he's not afraid to make it happen. Matthew Catania, I think, just backs up and just falls back in line behind the number 4 machine. But Steve, you look at that outside line. This now, after the opening couple of laps, they're now starting to get a rhythm on the top side. They're starting to find that draft, and now they're going to pull up alongside your race leader. But Sean Hill continuing to lead the way. Kenneth McCullough Jr. happy to push the 77 for the moment.
Well, you look at Dakota Shepard right there on the outside line, dude. He's getting pushed by Thaddeus Marshall in that 187. And, you saw some drivers pulling out. They're going to the rear. They want to kind of hang out because they don't want to be a part of the big one. But you got some drivers, that wants to be up front all night long. And take a look at Keith Hackney. I mean, he's up 10 spots, currently running in 7th in that 69 truck. And it's going to be exciting. I mean, people are going to have different, strategies of how they want this race to come about with them. And, it's not uncommon to see some people fall to the back. I mean, you look at the people who went to the back, Josh Fuller, Dylan Wilson, Cody Sanders, and then you have Rod Morse Jr. and Cody Nevin. They just don't want to be in the big one, especially if it's early. And we've been to, Brett, Ultimate Dirt TV has been able to broadcast the Bluegrass iRacing Series. We've been to Daytona several times, Talladega, and we have seen it go green to almost checkered with just green flag laps. In fact, in July, I raced with Bluegrass, and it's good to see some of the Bluegrass drivers here tonight racing with us. Bobby Hall Jr., Keith Hackney, David Farmer, Wes Wiggin. There's quite a few from the Bluegrass side that came over to race with us to kickstart Wotel in the asphalt side going forward in the 2023 season here. But right now, the battle up front is looking pretty good. Sean Hill, your race leader at 77, being pushed by Kenneth there.
Just on that too, you spoke about the guys from the Bluegrass, coming over and running with the World of Thunder Esports League. Obviously tonight, you're looking at about, I think it was about $335 purse, if I'm not mistaken. It may be up a little bit more with the entries. I would have to check with Bill Miller on that one. But what I'm also impressed about, and Alex, and we see a lot of these guys on the dirt side. The predominantly late model drivers that have, coming out here and having their turn at asphalt racing. And I was talking to some of the drivers earlier today, and they're excited to just coming out running the trucks. It's something different because dirt at the moment, and lately, Alex, it's a little stale.
Yeah, and I think they're ready for a change in pace, and that's what asphalt is. I mean, we also have those jumpy trucks in the Pro 4s and Pro 2s if you want to have some fun there as well. But who doesn't love Cup, especially when Road to Pro is going on right now? Some of these guys, just ran Daytona, I think it was a week or two ago, for the Road to Pro round number 1 here. Guys like Keith Hackney, I'm pretty sure we're running Road to Pro and ran week 1 at Daytona here. So, they might have a better gauge at how this racetrack is with these trucks more than some of these other drivers.
Well, look at there. There's a new race leader. Dakota Shepard goes to the front with a push from Thaddeus Marshall. Marshall goes to the bottom. Let's go check up the whole field. We got one sideways.
And there's a big one. There's 2 big ones. Hello. Looking. Oh boy. Hey, I was just gonna mention, Steve. Yeah, you mentioned that you ran with Bluegrass last July. At this rate, or they ran, here. You're a dirt guy, and this is a question for the Perriers. We're going to try and take a look at a replay just in a second. But, and this is something that I experienced in the officials last week when they were here. The patient level. I got to say, I'm very, very impatient when it comes to the asphalt side of things. Like, if I've got to run on someone, the dirt side of me, the dirt side of me comes out, just wants to take that position. Steve, I'll put it to you first. Are you a patient guy on super speedways, or are you impatient?
Well, I will tell you this: I was patient because I was a lap down the whole race and finished 5th. On the last lap, I got on the green white checkered. I got my lap back, and I was restarted like 28th, and I finished 5th in that race. So it just, I guess you can say I'm a little patient.
Alex, impatient or patient?
Patient. I had it in the back. I'm a pusher. I don't like to be pushed.
Really?
Well, going back to that replay, Brett, and it kind of looks like it started a little earlier where Dakota and Thaddeus Marshall take the lead. You see him come down, and that bunches up. Actually, the checkup started way before the 75 gets loose. If you look at the leaders, when it goes there, you will see they check up, and unfortunately, everybody else checks up, and that's what happened right behind them. So let's take a look, if we could. Look at the leaders right there. Going into turn number 1. There's Thaddeus Marshall.
That comes courtesy of Sean Hill with that bump. But you go back 2 cars, the 01 machine of Josh McCullough. He's the one that initiates the bump on the 75. Let's get back to that 75. That's Matt Logan. So, hello. No one's seen that one. But then look to the right. There's also guys checking up, and then that's just poop happens, unfortunately.
Yep.
Well, and pit stops began. They came, they saw, they left as your front pack. Everyone except for Dennis Cochran, Jonathan Wiley, and Donnie Batiste. Everyone else hit pit road, got fuel there. So, Steve, I was actually going to ask you, with 50% fuel, the pit stop is going to be needed here. But now the pit strategy is going to be a big thing here, especially for these drivers that want a chance at winning. But Donnie Batiste, he avoided pretty much that whole wreck there. You saw it on those replays. The wreck avoidance for Donnie Batiste is the reason he is up front, and Brett Wheeler, before I forget, because I'm going to get yelled at if he does not hear me shout him out. Nicholas Leonard wanted me to shout him out.
Okay.
And how about this? If you really think about it, how about Keith Hackney making his way back into Wotel after an absence of almost 5 years? And, he was raced originally in Wotel for about 6 years ago, Brett.
He did. So you actually caught me as I was just about to take a bite of a Costco pizza. Well, I guess I'll just put that pizza down then. It's cool. It's look, it's good to see some of these guys make it back to, obviously to World of Thunder. No matter where you start in this one, as long as you can avoid the wrecks, and let's be honest, we've already seen one. Would you call it the big one? It was quite a substantial wreck with a number of cars.
That's the little one. That's the little one.
Yes. Okay, so that's the mini wreck. So that's like the prelude to the big wreck coming up, yeah?
We won't have the big one. We're going to avoid that tonight.
Oh, okay. Massive call by Steve McMillan.
Oh, Steve McMillan.
What? Yeah.
Go ahead first before I ask you a question.
Well, I was going to say the lights are out. They're going to double them up and rack them and stack about turn number 2 going down the back straightaway.
I'll ask you the question. You know my favorite time's coming up. I'll ask you the question after my favorite time.
Okay. But how about the point or the payout tonight? 200 to the winner, 100 for second place. And Brett, it was only a $10 entry fee. Not a
bad way to spend a Friday night. I don't think we've got any Aussies in the field because that's Saturday over here. But look, Friday night, $10 to potentially win, $200. And what we have close to what would be now, that'd be a 400 plus purse, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Thanks to the sponsors that chipped in tonight. I mean, we got a lot of. The purse was guaranteed before the race started. So, regardless if we had 10 drivers, we ended up with 36. So,
look,
here we go.
Just quickly, but before we get to Alex's favorite time, considering that this is basically our first time doing it, Steve. Yourself, me, Bill, BJ.
Hold on. Geico Restart Zone. Green flag is back out. Brett, the Geico Restart Zone is sacred to me.
Yeah, well, that's why I was trying to keep an eye on it, but I was actually just looking at the playouts as we do go back green. But Steve, for something that was put together or talked about probably a couple of weeks ago to have it done so quickly, it's gotta make you feel excited for for what Wotel has in store for 2023.
It definitely is very exciting, and looking at the support. Wotel is built for the drivers. This is a drivers league, so that's something. Wotel was born 6 years ago, and we want to be here for everybody, and that's the thing. We're here for all the drivers. There's a 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Ooh, who's in that 4 machine?
Oh, Keith Hackney.
Uh-oh. Steve?
What was that, Steve? Steve, what was that?
Did you say something about the mini one that just happened? I mean, what do we got there?
That's the medium one.
Okay. I don't think Steve wants to talk anymore. No?
I hope Steve does know when the big one happens. That is not a blame Alex moment. That's a blame Steve moment.
Nah, come on. You're kidding yourself. You think that's always a hashtag blame Alex moment.
Well, you look at the 4 comes down. It looks like it made at the same time.
No,
the 4 comes down.
I think that happened before. That happened after, because if you look at Keith Hackney, we're going to go back and look at this. We're going to get a better shot, because I'm pretty sure this starts with Hackney.
It starts with the 4 getting a 31. And Hackney, when
hang on.
When they make contact, 31 goes into Keith Hackney.
Hang on, man, there is no good camera angles here. Hey, you might be right here. Hang on. So watch the 4 behind the purple car. That's the white car. What is the contact?
Contact was
4 gets into 31, 31 gets into 69, 69 gets into 77, and, well, let the fun begin.
Nah. Okay.
Yep, right there's contact. And there goes the 31.
Hang on. We're doing something. Okay, let's just play it a little faster.
There goes the 4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. It was going to be close to being simultaneous because you look at how close the 31 car was coming up into the side of Hackney. Alright. Alright, that was caused by... That's a typical Matt Selby move. No, I'm kidding. it ain't a moment without a hashtag blame Alex.
Oh, hey, Steve.
I do kid about that with Selby. You know, that's just a nice little running joke that people have. But yes, Alex, the floor is yours again.
So, Steve, upcoming season, I need to know this info before I commit to anything. Are we having owners' points in this?
I mean, you never know. We could do something.
I kind of want to know because if we're having owners' points, I'm going to announce, but I'm going to have a truck team while I'm at it.
But it might be Xfinity Series.
When I have an Xfinity team, I don't care. I'm going to have a team. If there's owners' points, I want to be involved.
What's the team called? Hashtag blame Alex? Blame Alex Racing?
No.
What? That's BAR. Hashtag bar. Yeah, he's thinking about it. You hear the wheels turning in that brain, Steve?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's Jaws. My bad.
Make my head hurt.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. You're not the only one. That's a common occurrence I hear every day. Why you do this? You make my head hurt. That's why I've got
what happened.
This is why I've got the big. Now, listen, I'm the interruptive person here. All right.
There you go, Brett. Brett, I just sent you something.
Oh,
okay.
Look, what is with this? Steve sends you stuff. Frickin' Jason sends BJ stuff during Bluegrass. I don't get sent no messages, and I'm the one announcing half the time.
Hang on, it's just quickly getting thank you. But okay, but then I would have to go to a break. But that's fine. I can go to a break shortly.
Well, you can do it right now. We're under caution.
Yeah, but then I could. Hang on. Let me download. Oh, I did just get word from Race Control that was not a hashtag blame Selby moment. It was just an incident from iRacing. Let's just put it that way. Let's take a 30-second break because we've still got lights on the paint truck. We will be right back.
And we're back. Sorry, I was sitting here doing two things at once. So yes,
You can't be doing that, Alex.
Well, see, Platsy made me feel special because he at least, messaged me unlike Steve and anyone else. So, I feel semi-special here because Platsy messaged me.
Wow. Okay, Plats. No worries, mate.
Bill,
cool.
well,
No,
Bill
no worries.
Miller.
No, that's cool.
Member of the Bill Miller guy, so...
You are the hashtag, but you also the hashtag Pretty Pretty Pony guy, too.
Good times, good times.
Yeah.
I like Platsy's team name, the Team of Power. Or the Team of Positivity. Team Positivity. Now that sounds good.
Positive Power Racing.
Positive Power Racing, yes.
Sure,
Well,
yeah. And you know what comes with that, Alex? Like, feel
Yeah.
the power, like the church music. You know what kind of music I'm talking about?
No, Brett, I don't know what kind of music you're talking about.
I
Brett.
call
It's like-
absolute BULLSH1T.
Well, how,
Oh,
how about that? Well, we go back, Greed, as the admins are still looking at the rules as people talk about 3 wide. Well, how about David Farmer, Wes Wiggin, John Darby, Matthew Logan, Jonathan Wiley in your top 5? So you got Wes Wiggin and David Farmer, asphalt regulars. And then you got John Darby, Matthew Logan, and Jonathan Wiley, kind of like dirt veterans. And then Alex Healy.
I know that guy.
Hey, just saying, just on that, ready? These are the drivers inside the top 10s. Listen to these positions gained. David Farmer, plus 27. Wes Wiggin, plus 6. John Darby, plus 20. Matt Logan, plus 1. That's like spectacular. Jonathan Wiley, plus 19. Alex Healy, plus 23. John Ward, plus 20. Cody Sanderson, plus 14. Nathan Davis, plus 26. And Brandon Shaburko, plus 24. You take out Matt Logan, Wes Wiggin, who have gone plus 1 and plus 6. Now, this is no disrespect to them, but you are looking at 2, 4, 5, 6 drivers that have gone plus 20 or more inside the top 10.
Hey, Steve.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. I'll just talk to myself then.
Feel like Brett doesn't watch Bluegrass enough because I feel like that's a normal occurrence there.
Well,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
Brett.
he's making a point, Brett is. And this is the thing. You look at it, the people with double digits, they started in the back and they kept it clean during bigger rigs.
The small one and the medium one. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate you.
Well, look at this. We're starting to double up. Lights are still on the pace car.
Platty, I'll be right back. I'm just going to myself. And I'm back. Don't call me QuickTime Man for nothing.
Platsy apparently knows the music.
I know he does. Like we felt all sorts of positivities on those vibes.
You mean like that one time when I was up at 4 a.m. and I joined your live stream and I sent you the link and you blared it over the stream?
Was that one time at band camp? Oh no, that was a different story. Yes, I do remember that one.
Good times, good times.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good. All right, lights do go out. People making another pit stop, get some fuel on in that truck. So they're trying to fill up a little bit. Lights are out in the pace car. The drivers are racked. And Stack Perfects go back to green flag racing. Out of turn number 4, Alex, they'll come to your Geico restart zone. David Farmer would lead the way with Wes Wiggins, some asphalt veterans on your front row. And a row number 2, it's your dirt veterans, John Darby and Matthew Logan. And, you got some people looking in. I mean, people who cheered on Matthew Selby, he's currently running in 14th. You got people cheering on Dylan Wilson, the Kool-Aid Man, in 17th position. And then you got Bobby Hall Jr. What's so funny?
I love the Platsy's message. All right, Steve, sorry to interrupt you. Quick background story, right? I'm streaming one night. Alex comes in. It's like I said, 3, 4 in the morning. He comes in, and we started. Actually, I think we might have been playing golf with friends or something like that. It may have even been iRacing, whatever we were doing. Alex comes in and just started. He was listening to church music and just the power of positivity and stuff like that. Well, anyhow, Platsy just said he actually went around a marathon after listening to that music. Yeah, he was that full of positivity.
Well, here we go. pace car about to go. The Ford Mustang pace car.
Right, you
is
still
about
got
to go
3
off.
minutes, don't you? Oh, no, there we go.
And here we come to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out in the air. David Farmer, Wes Wigan, going to lead us through the tri-oval into turn number 1 and 2. Steve, every time I say Geico restart zone, it just makes me feel like Mike Joy, just a lot dumber.
Right.
Mike Joy is,
Oh, I know.
Mike Joy makes me feel like I don't know a lick about asphalt. Oh, wait, I don't.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Hey, Zeus.
Hey,
Is that like 5 wide back there? Yeah, come on, man.
I don't know what they're doing right now. They're trying to find draft, but they're also all over
Wow.
the place.
Jesus. Who was that?
Desperate times call for desperate measures for Matthew
Matt
Logan.
Logan.
As Matt Logan tried to, in dirt terms, he tried to diamond off the corner there, down into turn. And, Matt Logan made it very close. Now, Matt Logan's going to go right back up top. I don't know if Matt Logan knows where he wants to be right now.
Man, I was going to say, he's using all sorts of lines at the minute. Like, I don't even know what kind of line he wants.
I think the best way on that move was a slide job.
All right, I'll be back. How about that?
Yeah, okay. You going to leave me with Alex? Oh, okay. All right, don't worry, Steve. You go,
Steve.
You go do what you got to do. And just like that, he's gone.
I have a feeling he's going to show back up, and we're not going to know it, and then he's going to talk, and it's going to scare us again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but see, now I'm that conscious of him just joining, just going, haha, I'm back, and it's going to be like, yep, okay. So I'm actually going to keep looking at my third monitor. It's just, yeah, man, Daytona. Man, I would have loved to have been on the racetrack. I almost was, you know.
At least you have a chance. I don't have a steering wheel at the moment. We went over that at that. You remember? That's why we played power positivity music, because
Yes.
I didn't have a steering wheel and I was mourning the depth of my steering wheel. So we got, very, very power of positivity in the feelings there. But, I love, you look at the banners. You got the Craftsman banner on some trucks. You got the Bluegrass on some truck.
Yep.
You got their social media tags on some trucks. So I think that's a 97 that got a tag on theirs. John Darby has a name on theirs. There's Matthew Logan.
I was going to be like, holy cow, I didn't switch to this camera. But because I've actually got it scared the crap out of me again. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? Someone's taking over my camera pack. No, it's cool.
Ooh, I'm sorry. There's a Camping World truck. There's a Craftsman truck. There's a Darby truck. There's a Bluegrass truck. Welcome to Asphalt Trucks, when there is no sanctioning body that you need to wear a banner on the front of your truck. Everyone.
Just getting word from that, Alex. It's welcome to World of Thunder, baby. Jeez, doesn't Darby's car look sharp? Doesn't that car just look good?
If he shows up tonight, I really want to ask Darby if he painted that truck today for this race, or if he had that truck painted weeks ago and he was just running Road to Pro.
My answer would be yes. Platzi
Good
leaving
answer.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Platzi leaving us unattended is under the ground. Okay.
Wait. Literally what that camera was. But
exactly what it was.
Brett Wheeler, it's not just that. Leaving us two unattended on asphalt.
Yeah, Jesus. And
this could go from very good to very bad very quickly. But you know what this reminds me of this Friday night on Ultimate Dirt TV, calling a World of Thunder. It reminds me of World of Thunder After Dark, except it's not midnight. There's Aiden Beerline too.
He's back up there. He just sort of faded away at the start, and then he's got. And again, that's the beauty of these super speedways. If you can stay in the draft and you can stay out of the wrecks, is you can drop back to 10th, 11th, 12th, 20th place, and then you can be inside the top 10. I actually had that happen in an official race last week. I was running. I think I was running about 6th or 7th like that. Got a run. Everyone sort of went to the bottom, so then I was on that car on the outside, kept the draft, had guys come from behind, push me up there. I led a lap, and all of a sudden, next lap, I'm back in 11th place. And it's like, what in the hell just happened? Like, like I'm fighting for the race lead, and then all of a sudden, I get left in the middle. Cars just go speedway meow right by me, and I'm looking down. I'm looking at my relative. And I'm going, why am I back in 10th place? What in the world just happened?
But yeah, that's just Daytona. I can't. That's Daytona and Talladega. There's no explaining that stuff. Donnie Batiste, though, he's up there too. So guys are moving just a bit more as I think they're finding a groove here now with their bump draft partners. Not really bump drafting. They're just the outside lane there is bump drafting of Cody Nevin. Someone might want to remind Cody that if you bump a little too hard, these things do spin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, one car. Bo Krebs.
Lap truck there, and that's...
Bo Krebs.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see that car from a mile away.
Yeah, Bo's freshly painted truck to get Speedway by.
Yeah.
Super Speedway.
Yeah, Super Speedway meow. It's all good to work with people at the start, Alex. But the real question is that last lap? Do you? How far are you willing to go for that $200 paycheck? Put it this way, Alex. If you're pushing a guy, right, and you're on let's just say the outside line, and you guys are coming out of 4, and you're behind him. Do you make a wild change of line and go for that win, or are you just happy just sitting there running in, and just finishing in second and still collecting money?
You go for the win. It's Daytona. You go for the win.
All right. Simple question. Simple answer.
Maybe also this might be why I never finish races.
Okay. Yes. Look, that could be a possibility too, Alex. You just never know. Look at Nevin. Nevin getting the run on the outside with Alex Healy behind him. Healy, one of those bluegrass veterans, isn't he?
Who? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Oh, one car. That's Derby.
Why do I have a feeling some of these guys... I really hope they didn't start pitting again because, oh boy. Find a draft, stay safe. There we go, fall back in line. Good job, Matthew Selby. Because if Matthew Selby didn't find the draft, he was going back a far, far way. But Donnie Batiste is up front, or he's getting up front here. Cody Nevin, we got asphalt/dirt guy Donnie
Welcome
Batiste.
Back, Steve. You're not scaring me this time. I told you, Alex. I told you. I was watching to make sure when he was coming back.
Oh, my God.
Definitely, and going to the admins, making sure all the confidence levels up on their end, plus on the driver's end of things as pit stops are coming down to play. You see the 97, Alex Healy, David Farber, Wes Wiggin there, John Darby. You got the 13 in there. Quite a few drivers. Bobby Hall Jr. down there. But how about Dennis Cochran, the race leader at 14 spots in the 31. Matthew Selby right now in second. And then you have Matthew Katina there and Donnie Baptiste. Donnie Baptiste in the 67. Up there in the top 5. And Keith Hackney, being in that wreck right now, running in 7th spot. And look at Nathan Davis, up 26 spots, currently running a 9th. Now, these drivers up here still have to make a pit stop, and it will shake some things up here.
You want to pit, but when you pit, you gotta hope you have draft partners with you. If you don't go when your draft partners are going, that's why I asked if we're having owners points, because I need to have a team made up here, and teammates need to draft and work together. I had a successful Monday night on that one, Steve. I think I told you about that. No, you weren't there. I told BJ about that Monday night. We wrapped up, and I forgot I was committed to owning the team Monday night as well. I was following the race, and I was like, okay, they're working together. We're getting stage points, but guess what? When you work together and one gets in a wreck, all three get in a wreck, and it's depressing.
Look
Daytona.
when you look at Cody Sanders coming off pit road, he had to make a pit stop. He don't have a dancing partner, so that's really going to hurt him. But now the front's coming in. It's going to be a herd of hornets.
Holy Jesus.
A herd of hornets. You like that?
Did you just see what Brandon Chaburko just did?
Yeah, it's wild. It's fun here. And now look at your new race leader, that 187, a Thaddeus Marshall, way out in front. And that 187, Nicholas Warner there in the 307, currently in second. Scott Binger and Dylan Wilson, Josh Fuller round out your top 5. And Brett, go to the crank it up cam with the front.
One's a crank it up cam. I'm gonna say
Right underneath the static cam.
that is. I'm on that one. Unless you mean no. That one.
I think that one.
Let's see. Yeah, that's the crank and cam.
Static TV.
No, it should be right static.
Dynamic TV.
Right above dynamic TV. It should be between static and dynamic. It should be cranking up.
Right, I tell you right now, there's nothing. Steve, I'm gonna show you something. All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
You just check your Facebook Messenger. Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait for this one.
I don't know what you did wrong.
What do you mean? What I did wrong? You're the one that gave me the camera.
Oh,
I can't put a camera in there that's not there, Steve.
Steve, this is all your fault. I hope you know that, because between Sunday and you put me in a booth with Jerry Van Sickle, Sean Neestat, and Brett Wheeler, and now I get you two in this one. It's a blame Alex week, because for some reason when I'm in a booth, it is controlled chaos.
Ooh,
I'll give it
that.
control.
I like that. Yeah, I like controlled chaos. That's by
Well,
far the funniest thing and cleverest thing you said, Alex.
Oh,
Well, you look at Austin Green way out front. Here comes the lead pack right there to 77, Sean Hill and John Ward, as they're going to get around the 7 machine.
He needed to get down a lot earlier.
Green.
Yeah, he needs to make sure he gets under the back of Larry McDonald. Otherwise, he's just going to be left in no man's land. And the worst thing is, he's losing that draft, and then he's got 10 seconds back to Brandon Jaburko. He's gone. He's literally, like, if you found no man's land, you found Austin Green.
Well, that second pack there, you got the 12 of Brandon Jaburko and Alex Healy there. They're side by side with Jonathan Wiley, David Farmer, Aiden Beerline. Now about Aiden Beerline currently running in the 11th with Wes Wiggin the 12th, Jason Sauter, and Bobby Hall Jr. and Matthew Selby round out your top 15.
Hey, I was talking to Nathan Davis earlier, and he promised me he said, watch out for him and Brandon Jaburko to come through the field. Jaburko, who we seen on that last pit stop on the entry, that was the most wildest pit stop entry that I've seen, because he went underneath, he was right on that inside wall, and he basically put a slide job just to get into pit road first, and comes out near at the front of that second pack.
Definitely. And I mean, look from the first pack to where the second pack is.
11 seconds. Well, 10 seconds, actually. 10 and a half, 11 seconds.
Oh, Rick, David Farmer involved, Wes Wiggin involved. We got quite a few, and that's a small one.
Wes Wiggin going backwards. Nice little 180. Is that
Steve.
DK?
Steve, if that first one was a mini one, and that had more cars than that one did, so what do you call this one?
A baby one.
Yeah, baby one. Yeah, come on, Alex, get with the times.
I'll take it.
Get with the time. Why can I not find this wreck? Bro, there is so much scrolling on here, it's not funny. You can just, Steve, you can normally see it like red.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
It goes quick.
I'm just getting like black, green, black, green,
Well-
green, green, black, 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 black. I swear my thing's racist right now.
So the Matthew Selby coming down pit road with Bobby Hall Jr. coming down pit road. And
Oh, sorry. Just under. Oh, I think I found it. Don't stress.
Oh boy.
Oh no, David Farmer.
What the heck?
Okay. So we're gonna go slow mo because otherwise it goes too fast. Oh,
It's super.
oh, that's the
speedway.
bump. That's the bump from Wegand in the '88. Oh, kids beer line. Oh no 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 no.
It's more. Oh, Selby.
so I want you to look right now. That 94 is on pit road. If you look in his trunk, I guess I don't know what you call that thing, but Ultimate
Spoiler?
Dirt TV's on there right before the spoiler. Ultimate Dirt TV's on that 94 machine.
All right, hang on. We're gonna
Huffman Designs.
hang on. Listen, just settle down.
Fordith.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Just saying, it's a little bent.
let's
Team Slim should be Team Bent at the moment.
So there is Ultimate Dirt TV. You know, Bobby Hall Jr. with Flex Motorsports. You know, he's been supportive of the broadcast ever since last year, and he put on the Ultimate Dirt TV sticker. I want to give him a shout out tonight. So that's the reason why I kind of mentioned that.
Yeah, okay. Whole kid.
the whole kid.
You're not looking too good at the moment. Just saying. Daytona, baby. Daytona.
I will tell you this last season with the Bluegrass, Bobby Hall Jr. had a handful of wins, and he was up there with Keith Hackney. Keith Hackney probably with the most with Mikey Neal Jr. in the Bluegrass. So those three drivers had the most in the series. So Bobby Hall Jr. is not someone to play around with. He knows the stuff and knows how to win. Just having some bad results tonight as he's currently 33rd down pit road trying to get some damage done. But how about Cody Nevin in 11, your race leader with Matthew Katina, and second, Dennis Cochran in third, and John Darby back up that fourth spot with Sean Hill round out your top five. Then you got John Ward, Kenneth McCall, and then you got Larry McDonald, Joshua McCullough, and Jonathan Wiley currently running out your top 10. Aiden Beerline on the outside looking in, currently in 11th with Dakota Shepard and Cody Sanders. That caution really helped Sanders because he made a pit stop with no dancing partner, and he was going to be dropping like a rock. But right now, you got Brandon Burko, Alex Healy, Austin Green, Daniel Wordsey, Matthew Logan, Keith Hackney, Thaddeus Marshall, Josh Fuller, Nicholas Warner, Nathan Davis, Scott Binger, Dylan Wilson, all down pit road, trying to get some of that valuable gas as we're on lap number 39 of this 55-lap affair here with the World of Thunder Esports Truck Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Just quickly too, while I've got an opportunity, you see the logo down on the bottom of the screen, McCullough Motorsports. Want to give them a shout out coming on board. They are also putting up some money for the Cleanest Driver Award, I believe it is, that Bill Millis said to me. So I want to thank McCullough Motorsports for coming on board with World of Thunder Esports and Ultimate Dirt TV for putting up that money. So just some more money. I think we're, Stephen, again, for our first, what is essentially our first money race on the asphalt side of things, you get close. We get close to 40 drivers. Again, we see the late entries. It just happens on iRacing, right? But it's so cool to see that, now we're getting the support. We're starting to build that reputation on the asphalt side of things. Alex, we're coming to your favorite time of the night.
Yay! Here we go. Geico. Restart zone. Nevin Katina. It is green, and Nevin going to give him that space. Right there goes Matthew Katina into the bottom of that draft as now the top draft. There you see that 00 for 17. I can't even tell from that angle. I think
Double
it's John
O.
Darby.
It is.
John Darby, he is kind of left out to dry right now.
Well, not so much, Alex, because he might be the first car out of 2 cars inside the top 10 that are run on the outside line. He could still get that side draft. And that side draft is pretty crucial. You see Matthew Catania just go to the top side. Now he's going to have... And I'm going to say this, right? At this stage, you've got 3 out of the top 4 just saying the hashtag dirt guys.
But here's the thing, Brett Wheeler. If those guys are up front, are they ready for the moves that these asphalt guys will make to win Daytona?
I guess we're about to find out in 15 laps time.
Correction, 14 and a half.
Well, man, we just passed the start finish line. You can't get half a lap if you're still on the front straightaway, Alex. Come on, man, you're smarter than this.
Yeah, half. They get to the backstretch, it's half.
Yeah, but we were still on the front straightaway when you said 14 and a half. Now it's 14 and a half.
No, now it's 14.
Oh my!
That's Alex. I'm losing brain cells listening to you right now. How? How?
Brett Wheeler.
How are you so smart but stupid at the same time?
Brett Wheeler, there's 15 laps to go. Now when they come back, it's 14 laps to go. Guess what? That means 13 and a half laps from now, they will be on the white flag lap on the backstretch. Think, man, think.
They're not going to make the moves until 3 and 4 when they get onto the front stretch, you clown.
But they got, all right, so it's 14 to go. They got to complete the 14th lap for the checker flag.
I know what you're saying, but Alex, you're half a lap too early. We're on the back straightaway. Right now, 13 and a half to go, yeah? They're not going to make the moves until out of turn 4.
Well, how about this up front, side-by-side racing with Cody Nevin and Matthew Katina there in the 318. Katina getting pushed by John Darby. Dennis Cochran giving a push to Cody Nevin as they come out of turn number 4, coming through the tri-oval here. Coming to 13 laps to go here at Daytona for the opening
money race.
I guess the
opening money race.
Opening money race for Wotel. As they're still side by side out, you know, this is the thing. Patience. These people have to try because there's going to be some 3-wide action going on probably on that last lap. And you look, going down the back straightaway, this long back straightaway here, the draft is everything. You got some drivers back there with some damage like Jason Salter, Dylan Wilson back there just hanging out. But Cody Nevin, he's trying to get a $200 payday tonight, and Dennis Cochran in his hip pocket. And we got some drivers right up against the wall, and people have to make some defensive moves there not to get involved or get into the quarter panel. But right now, Cody Nevin inches the way out front with a big push from the 31 of Dennis Cochran as they head into turn number 1. The outside line has to reform with Matthew Katina and John Darby right there in the 80. That's Larry McDonald in the 8 machine. And the 13 of Aiden Beerline. Beerline's been the middle pack now. He's up in the front pack, near the front. And you know what? If he can keep it clean, he might have a chance for this $200 payday here tonight with World of Thunder Truck Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV as you look at them side by side coming out of the turn.
Steve, I told Brett, you know what this Friday night with the World of Thunder group means?
What?
Reminds me of World of Thunder After Dark.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you remember the
control chaos.
Do you remember the Wotel? That's pretty much what Wotel After Dark was, except for Steve McMillan made us wait till midnight to run that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to. That's why it's midnight.
It's midnight.
As you look, the drivers are checking up on that high side. Oh, Nelly.
Ooh.
That outside line had a huge checkup, and you got drivers like John Darby has to come down to pit road. So a lot of these drivers running low on fuel coming down pit road. Here they come. 4 of them. So there's going to be 4 people with dancing partners. That's Matthew Katina, Cody Nevin, John Darby, and Aiden Beerline. All coming down pit road. Sean Hill will take over the lead, being pushed by John Ward in that 92. And then you look at Larry McDonald and Dennis Cochran are side by side for third. And right behind him is Kenneth McAuliffe Jr. and Joshua McCullough and Keith Hackney now up there in that sixth spot.
Hey, Steve, you just mentioned 4 drivers going down pit road: Catania, Beerline, Darby, Nevin. Where have you heard those 4 names from before? Dirt guys. All
yes.
dirt guys. And 3 of them CFM Esports drivers as well. So obviously sticking together, working together. But if you've got 4 up against the likes of 8 to 10 drivers, I don't think you're going to make much ground on those drivers. But if they can somehow, just, oh, look at this, are they 3 wide and 4 wide? Yeah, they were. If they can somehow just stay together, make sure they all get a similar pit stop, and they work with one another over the next, what would be coming to 8 laps to go next time. Alex, it's going to make for an interesting finish here at Daytona, buddy.
Definitely it is.
I said Alex, by the way.
I know, but it took a minute to answer.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, Alex, don't worry. It's cool.
Actually,
I was going to say before I made that point, Alex, with the way that Steve just rolled that off for about nearly 2 laps without even taking a breath and without even thinking about what he was saying, he actually made me just look stupid just then.
Steve's the asphalt guy here. Steve's been doing this for 2 straight seasons with Bluegrass. We are out of our element. Well, Steve's kind of putting this in my element for some reason. I don't know what Steve's plan is here, but I don't like it. Steve's manipulating me here, and it's putting me in asphalt, and I don't like it.
That just seems like a you problem. Just saying, look, this is how comfortable I am, boys. I've got my feet up, so I'm obviously sitting in the wheelchair. I've got a gaming chair next to me. I've actually pulled myself back from the 3 monitors, and I've actually got my feet up. I'm nowhere near my mouse went in, so if anything happens, I've got to quickly rush back over to the PC. Like, that's how comfortable and out of my element I am.
Well, I can tell you this. Right now up front, I mean, the race is getting dicey up front. You know, they're getting a little lower fuel. The back end starting to dance a little bit around here when they get a car right up in their hip pocket. But they're side by side for the race lead, headed into turn number 1. And right now, Sean Hill at 77 is your race leader with Larry McDonald on his outside. And both of those being pushed by Joshua McCullough and John Ward. John Ward in that 92 machine, up 23 spots here. And you got to wonder, do these drivers up front, they have enough fuel to make it all the way to 31, making a call out? He has to come down pit road. So Sean Hill actually he's a car length ahead of the 80 of Larry McDonald. And don't look now, there's some 3 wide action in that 5th and 6th spot now to get 2 wide, as the drivers will start to close the gap here between one another, and those lines will be even as they head into turn number 1. And with 5 laps to go, Brett, it's any man's game. I mean, right now it could be someone in 14th that could win. It could even be Daniel Worthington, Scott Binger there. These drivers there in the back, or even Dylan Wilson, the Kool-Aid Man, in 20th.
The Kool-Aid Man needs to return that Kool-Aid. Look, if he runs the truck series, we need to tell him that he needs to get a Kool-Aid paint scheme on the truck, because I will pay to see it. I will pay. Save it. There's no saving.
Around.
There's no saving. And Steve McMillan, I think we're going to come very close here to green-white checkered territory.
Now we are.
Yeah.
Now, you said about having enough gas. Yeah, Steve, they might have had enough gas to get through now.
They do.
Green-white checkered. And you know how overtime gets in NASCAR world, especially at Daytona. We saw it this past Sunday at Daytona in the real world. We saw it the past 3 races, because think, the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series went to overtime. Both ended with caution and, chaos. The difference between real life and here on the lovely iRacing, there's no caution once that white flag waves. So the winner is going to be the first guy who crosses the start-finish line, not the first guy who was leading when the caution came out. It's going to be whoever crosses that start-finish line. Like the words of Brett Wheeler, whoever crosses the start-finish line first wins in this world.
Gee, you have to feel a little heartbreak there for Larry McDonald, don't you? Tough break. Tough break. Holy cow! Who was
I'm
that?
about to say, was that a car like
Yeah, it
a few
was.
feet in the air?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
don't worry, I'm gonna find it. Hang on. We've paused live television. Keith Hackney.
Oh, Keith.
Oh boy, you dead, man? Yeah, man. How did he get that high? Oh, he got hooked. That's how. Oh, okay, dude. Like, way to go backwards, and then I mean, yeah. Steve,
Uh-huh.
is that? Would you call that wreck from Hackney a big one?
Well, it could be half.
But cars are in pit road here. Steve, they're getting their fuel. Well, some of them are getting fuel. The rest of them are like, it's go big or go home. But now, I think there's 2 or 3 overtimes in this one here. So if we extend this, and have to go another overtime, if we don't make it to the white flag, I say the top 10 are going to have to pit because they didn't pit. So it's a gutsy decision to say the least here. But Brett Wheeler, now you see top 5, and Jonathan Wiley, 23. Nathan Davis, plus 33. Alex Healy, plus 26. Then Dakota Shepard's plus 6. Then David Farmer, plus 23. So big movers. Heck, even Dakota Shepard started 10th, so he's even up there from where he started. As actually everyone in the top 10 is forward.
10. Yep.
They're forward.
They are.
So let's talk about this. The buddy races are going to be held on a Thursday or Friday night, and on the broadcast side of things, it's going to be kind of fun for us because kind of like as serious as broadcasters, we want to engage with you, the fans at home, and we want to have fun too. On Sunday nights, when that happens, it will be serious. I promise you that. It's league racing. More to be announced at a later date what will be happening. So don't jump your guns yet for a Sunday night. But in the near future, so you come in, you see a lot of talking to us, having fun, cutting up. That's just part of it. Us interacting with y'all, the fans at home and stuff like that. That's what we want it to be. Fun. A weekday fun show with cash money involved for these iRacers. And on Sunday nights, when that happens, it's going to be more of a serious type of deal, won't it, Brett?
Absolutely, it will. Like you're right. Yeah, as you said, tonight we're all just about having fun. But come Sunday or come the Sunday night, we're not sure when just yet. It will be 100% serious. I'm just trying to think and just find the right camera so I can find out where these guys are. Looks like they're out of 2 and on the back straight away. Alex. That's a solid chat. Yeah. Cool, no worries.
Yeah. I said yeah, like twice.
No, you didn't. It only come through once.
Well,
I think it's safe to say that I might hand this off to you in just a few moments. Once we get the field into turn 3 and 4, we are already doubled up. But not only do you have the Geico restart zone, but you've also got Alex's favourite time of the night, and that is a green-white checker. That is
Steve,
a double whammy. You like double whammies?
Steve, I had a feeling this started way back. Let's put this out here. Green-white checkered started way back on the first night I ever called a race with you. We had 3 green-white checkers in the first ever race. The second race we had 2. So, Steve, this has been about 3 years in the making of green-white checkered, but pace car is about to head off, and it is time. Green-white checkered, it's overtime. Geico restart zone, here we go. First attempt at overtime as we hit the green flag, Wiley Davis. And already there comes that 97 machine of Alex Healy now. He's going to try and find the draft of that 0 machine there of Jonathan Wiley. He's right there behind, so the bottom line, no, Healy's going to try and go. Oh, boy, we're cutting it close.
Oh, we got some beating and banging going on mid-pack. Everybody trying to save it. Check it up. We got the 11 around. That's Cody Nevin.
Come on, Nevin.
And you can't.
Yes, Marshall involved around.
Yeah, you can't park there, bud.
Well, I mean, he's technically off the racetrack, so I'm going to say you can park there.
I was talking about the one that was up on the racetrack still. If you watch when Nevin was parked there was 2 on the racetrack. So, they still can't park there.
Yeah, but, okay, Platzi's only going to get this. But you weren't very specific on that one. You just said you can't park there. And I was looking at Cody Nevin. And hence the reason why I said he can. Because, Oh, overtime, baby. Overtime.
But, Steve, now let's bring in the more of the dramas because I don't know if this front pack is going to have fuel here. They pitted on lap 37, 38. I don't think they're going to have the fuel to finish this one.
Well, they can, as we're under green, white, checkered conditions here. And how about Alex Healy? A bluegrass regular leading the way. And then you got Jonathan Davis, dirt regular, Jonathan Wiley, and dirt
Nathan
regular.
Davis, by the way.
Nathan Davis. Then you got Wes Wiggin and David Farber. Those 2 are asphalt drivers back in 4th and 5th. So, I mean, this is really a mixed field. And you got John Darby in 9th. I'm not too sure if that truck has any damage as they're trying to catch back up to the front. But Cody Nevin, down pit road, that truck has some serious damage going on with that machine. So tough luck for the 11 machine. But up front, Craig says, wow, Alex not being Pacific. All right, here comes pit stops. Alex Healy coming down pit road with Wes Wiggin, David Farber. So look out. The asphalt drivers coming down pit road. The dirt guys staying out. What do you think about that?
They know something. I feel like the asphalt guys know something that the dirt guys don't.
Maybe so.
But on top of that, these big racetracks take up a lot more fuel a lot quicker than possibly these guys are used to. Because I think, Steve, some of these guys that have ran dirt and not much asphalt, the most you're doing is possibly a gallon a lap in a dirt car.
Right.
And that's on a fresh dirt, on a fresh track like Williams Grove or USA. Other than that, you're not burning a gallon a lap. Here at full throttle, you're probably burning a gallon a lap, if not more. So if you don't have close to about 3, 4, heck, I would say 5 gallons is a safe bet to finish this. If you don't have 5 gallons, well, you might have to clutch it up and hope and pray.
I'm curious to see how much fuel Nathan Davis has got. Look, Platzi, I don't know who Craig is. I know who Platzi is. Like, I know you, but again, I don't know who Craig is. Does anyone know a Craig here?
No, I don't.
No, I know a Platzi. Steve, do you know a Craig?
No, I guess not. No.
Not anymore? You don't know?
Not anymore.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. That's cool. Yeah. David's coming down pit road.
I mean, a platter is something that you get at like a restaurant. You know that.
Yeah, like a seafood
you get
platter.
A platter. Yeah.
But that's
all you can eat.
But really, just saying, that's not how you say his name. It's Plater.
Plater, but in America, who knows?
it's almost like calling Nick Leinert.
It is.
Or Leinert. Yeah. Hi, Nick.
What did I call him? I called him Lionheart the one day.
Lionheart.
All right.
Leinert.
Dennis Cochran telling, I believe that is Kenneth McAuliffe Jr. Push him like hell. So he's saying he wants on the gas. He wants up front. And how about Jonathan Wiley and John Darby, dirt veterans on the inside?
Didn't Darby pit by himself, or didn't he fall back to like 400th place at one stage?
Yeah.
Have a look at Beerline. Jeez, he's a consistent little pest, isn't he? He's just sitting there, just minding his own business. He might win this.
Well,
He
and
might.
the thing
Patience.
to remember, him and his teammate of Alex Bergeron, those two, they've been running asphalt a lot. They've both been committed to Road to Pro, I think, the past 2 years. So, Aiden Bierlein, talk about a kid who's tried to run the Road to Pro back-to-back years before the asphalt. I know he's in some asphalt leagues, but on top of that, a World of Outlaw sprint car driver here on iRacing. Let's see if we can get it done here. Geico restarts zone. Overtime try number 2. Green flag is out. This is where it gets fun. Remember, they just have to get to the white flag here, and then it is all bets are off here.
Oh.
Who's going to take it home? We're getting a little feisty already going into turn number 1 and 2. And it's at the 69. That's Scott Bennett.
Oh no! Oh god!
And
Chaburko, yellow flag is out. Oh boy!
And Nicholas Warner upside down.
so the real question of the matter here, on top of everything else now, is if we have a try number 3, which I'm not 100% sure if we have a 3 tries. I think they do. But on top of that,
This is our actual second green-white checker.
Correct. Yes, because the first one was
Correct, that's
actually
right.
under race conditions.
that is correct, actually. But think here. So Matthew Catania, he pitted on lap 31. Jonathan Wiley pitted on lap 37. Those are the 2 guys that have had yet to pit. Aiden Bierlein pitted on lap 46, John Darby on lap 45, and Dennis Cochran on lap 49. Those guys have a better chance with the fuel right now. But there you see Sean Hill. He's going to pull into pit road there. But Catania and Wiley are going to be the 2 guys you got to keep an eye on here to see if they hit pit road. Who else pits pit road? But Scott Bittinger, one guy we didn't really talk about a lot, he's up in that 5th spot for Team Outlaw Motorsports. And Steve and Brett, you both know if that Team Outlaw car parks it in victory lane here tonight, BJ Duvall is going to be a very happy camper.
Definitely.
Yes, and so we should.
And I'm going to have to write an article about it because I am their lovely PR guy. So this is going to be a fun night if he wins. Actually, they had 3 guys in this feature, so no matter what, I have to write some articles. So thanks, Steve, and thanks, BJ. Everyone put me to work on a Friday night. Gotta love it.
Don't worry about me or Bill. Yeah, no, it's cool. Hey, Bill, no, it's all right. We'll go over the back here. We'll just sit over here. Well, I guess I'll just let you and Steve just talk then. I'm just going to sit back and relax. No, let's go. No, we see how it is, Alex.
You were already
Pick on a guy that's a cripple and pick on a guy that's got no hair and a very, very luscious beard. No, it's cool. Don't worry. Me and Bill are just going to sit over here. I'll be back.
He's sensitive tonight, ain't he? I lost Steve too. Good chat.
No, so you should. Steve's on my side. Yeah, don't pick on a cripple. He's done him all. Oh, but that's a good. That's a good one. Oh, he had more Stevens going on too.
Oh, Lord, stop it!
Good times.
But while you were joking, yeah, one guy did hit pit road. That is Jonathan Wiley. Catania, he's going to stay out. So interesting decisions have been made from these drivers. Steve,
Yeah.
back to this, what you were saying about Sunday nights. Basically, Sunday nights are going to be Sunday nights like normal. These are our times where we can have some fun. It's Friday night or Saturday morning for Brett and his Australian brethren or the Kiwis as well. But Sunday nights are Sunday nights. That's World of Thunder Sunday Fun Days, and we, show up. We do what we do. We put on the best racing. We put on the best broadcast. And then we pack it up and we do it again for the following week. But yeah, Friday nights are our fun night here for the time being. And Steve McMillan is, and Bill Miller actually too. I'll give Bill credit where credit is due. I saw him pushing this race out everywhere and anywhere. Some great sponsors on board as well for tonight.
Well, I can tell you this. I didn't do anything. This is all on those 3, Brett, Bill, and BJ.
Yep.
I can tell you that. So I will tell you that. So they did an awesome job. And this week they have really taken the reins of getting this series up and running, and a lot of stuff they're going to be trying, it's a learning curve, and that's the thing that's going to happen, you know.
But do not forget, just because we're Asphalt Racing Night, World of Thunder is back Sunday night with some dirt on the tap, and it will be Lima Land Speedway on for the schedule for Sunday. Pro late models, super late models, they're both back in action Sunday night, same time as usual, 7 o'clock. Yes, 7, right? 7 Eastern.
Yep.
7 Eastern Pro late models, 9 o'clock supers.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Look, I'm on Discord and I'm in the work office pretty much the whole Sunday. Steve knows that by now. I show up at 4 o'clock and I'm here until who knows when.
All right. So just on that, how you said it was, you know, Steve, how you said it was us three, right? But me and BJ haven't done as much work as Bill this week. Now, Bill's not going to want to take the credit for it, but realistically, if he just shuts up for a minute, it's Bill's been really pushing it really hard this week, you know, with hosting races and whatnot. So big pops to Bill Miller, who's done quite a lot of work this week.
Definitely, as we're coming down to a green, white, checkered here at Daytona. Hopefully, get this one in.
Hang on, Steve. We've got to give this. Yeah, we've got to give this start to Zach over here.
Oh, stop it, you! Geico restarts, so the green flag is out. Steve McMillan, I swear, did you hear about that? Did you hear about that on Wednesday night?
We got wrecking going on.
Oh man! Are they off the racetrack?
Jonathan Wiley involved.
Oh, we're still green though.
Yeah.
They said, screw it, we're going here. They should be off the track, I think. I would hope they're going to be at least out of the way of the leaders here.
Cow.
And that top side there, you see a 3 on that 2 assault there. And it is pushing right now. And the race lead is still up for grabs. McCullough, Darby, Cochran, Catania, Green, Beerline, they're all right there. Catania, remember, pitted on lap 31. Beerline right there. Catania, remember, pitted on lap 31. Does he have enough fuel to last this race? We will find out. White flag is out this time as they pass the restart zone one more time. White flag is out. And we're finishing under green flag conditions here. It is going to be checkers or wreckers. Normal Daytona fashion here. Pump drafting the way it is. And here we go. 3 versus 3. 3 on the top side, 3 on the bottom side. Here comes Alex Healy, though. Steve, Healy might give the top side that push there. That's Darby. On Darby right now, that top side getting the push. Now, where is this group going to go? As Healy going to go top side. We're going to make this 3 wide going into turn number 3. Contact. We're going to stay green here. Beerline. It's also Beerline. Catania. McCullough. There we go. Catania. He's going to push it. He's going to push everything he has here. They're going to go side by side. Contact. Drafting. Contact is out. McCullough wins. I'm okay. Catania in second. Cochran in third. Green. Alex Healy. Davis. Beerline. Fuller. Wiggin. Worthington, your top 10. Everyone else, there was chaos throughout the back. But
in heartbreak for John Darby.
I'll give credit, Steve. I'll give credit where credit is due. Those two coming down to the line, a little bit of rubbing, but guess what? They kept it clean. They kept it green. Just a little bit of rub, and they didn't take each other out for the win. And all 3 drivers that were there at the line, all 3 come away with a payday as well.
Definitely, and I'm going to leave it up to y'all too.
Top 10 actually top 10 get a payday. Plus, don't forget, you've also got, thanks to McCullough Motorsports, the Clean Driver Award. I believe there's also
Hard
Charger Award also, yes. That, at the moment, I can tell you, is going to go to well, there's a tie between Austin Green and Nathan Davis. Now, Austin Green finished 4th. Nathan Davis finished 6th. So, to me, in my opinion, it should go to Austin Green.
That's correct.
All right.
Well, I'm going to leave y'all with the post-race interviews, and thank you all for coming out tonight.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. All right, results on screen. The top 18. Kenneth McCullough Jr. gets the win over Matthew Catania by 0.063 of a second. Then 4/1000 of a second back to third. Dennis Cochran, Austin Green, Alex Healy, your top 5. Nathan Davis, Aiden Beerline, Josh Fuller, Wes Wiggin, and Daniel Worthington make up your top 10, Alex.
Oh, wait, everything just got small.
Cool.
Give me a second.
I'll keep going. Jason Salter, 11. Scott Bittinger, 12. David Farmer, Dakota Shepard, 13, 14. Brandon Jaburko in 15th. Bo Krebs in 16th. Matt Logan, 17th. 18th was John Darby. 19th was Mark Bondel. And Sean Judson rounds out the top 20.
21st goes to Jonathan Wiley, John Ward in 22nd, Sean Hill 23rd, Nicholas Warner in 24th, Dylan Wilson finishes 25th, Josh McCullough going to come home in 26th, Matthew Selby 27th, Cody Sanders in 28th, Cody Nevin 29th, Thaddeus Marshall 30th, Ron Morris Jr. in 31st, Bobby Hall Jr. in 32nd, Keith Hackney 33rd, Larry McDonald 34th, Donnie Batiste 35th, and Tyler Berry comes home in 36th position. He is the lone guy to, I don't even think, make a lap there, as he was involved in the big one early on in this one, as I think actually Barry might have did about 4 laps before that one, because we did what? Close to 60 laps. I want to say, let's see here, 66 Brett Wheeler, or correction, we went about 60-some laps here, 63 about, 62, 63, in that margin of laps. This race was supposed to be, 55 laps, and we went that kind of distance here. So interesting, but we're going to come and we're going to go down to the podium. Brett Wheeler, you're catching up with the winner.
Yeah, Kenneth McCullough Jr. Kenneth, congratulations on the win. You must be happy with sort of how that played out. You sort of just bided your time there, and it looks like you've got a fair bit of experience on the asphalt side of things.
Oh, man, that was a little wild there at the end. I thought I was done there. That was a good race at the finish, though.
And a number of green-white checkers at the end. How close were you on fuel? Were you concerned about it at all?
No, I was fine. I had gotten a previous incident there, I want to say 10 to go, 12 to go or something like that, and I came in and topped them off.
Obviously, the first time sort of we're talking to you here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and again, this is something that sort of, we haven't really done a whole lot of things. Obviously, we do bluegrass, but, for the people that don't know yourself, just tell us a bit about, what you do on the ice and what you like to race, and, where can we find you on social media?
I run strictly money races for the last probably 1.5 years, 2 years. I enjoy it. I love it. We probably racing 2 of them a night, 7 days a week.
That's not a bad effort. Do you, again, feel free to tell me to mind my own business. Is it successful, doing the money race? Are you coming out better off in the end than what you're putting back into those money races?
Yeah, I can 2022 10,000 plus.
And that's just in prize money.
Just in prize money.
That's a hell of a job to come out and just do this. Again, I'm not sure if you do this part-time, full-time, or whatever, but mate, congratulations. You pick up $200 here tonight, courtesy of obviously World of Thunder Esports League for putting on this truck series, or this truck money race at Daytona. Before we let you go, any sponsors, shout-outs that we want to give before you let you go?
Yeah, I thank y'all for doing the broadcast, man. I can't go back. I can't wait to go back and watch this thing. Gotta thank these guys for putting this thing on. I know it was, I guess, one of their first races they've done. I know they got some kinks to work out, but it went pretty smooth for the most part. I'd like to thank all the friends and family for coming out and watch us. I was glad to and thank McCullough Motorsports, all my teammates out there.
All right, well done on the win. Hopefully we'll see you back next week, I believe.
Yes, sir. I'll be there for sure.
There we go, Kenneth McCullough Jr. getting the win in kart number 3. We'll send it down to Alex Robinson, who's caught up with Mr. Canada himself, Matthew Catania.
Matthew Catania comes home in second. And the real question we saw when you pitted on lap 31. Was there any question if you were pitting when those green-white checkers continued to come out, or was it we're pushing it till the end?
We were originally on like a every 14 lap pit. Me, John Darby, Cody, and Matthew Selby. We pitted early because we knew there was going to be a caution to come out with about 5 laps to go. And we knew that everybody else would have to pit if another caution came out with a green white checker, you know. So when that caution came out with 6 to go, we were ecstatic because we knew we were going to be able to finish that race. So yeah, we didn't really worry about fuel there at the end.
You brought up some guys here, the dirt side of things, and the dirt guys, they held their own in this asphalt race. It's it's a plate track, it's Daytona, anything can happen. But the real question is, when we put on the speedways, put on the short tracks, do the dirt guys have a game plan for that as well?
I don't know, to be honest, because you have a tire wear to factor into it, and that takes a lot of practice, if I'm being honest. I don't know.
Well, I guess the time will tell, because I think there's some other races brewing in that race control, but we know you got a lot of great sponsors backing you up there, so take some time, thank your teammates, thank your friends, thank your sponsors for a second place tonight.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank Team CFM for all they do for the iRacing community and for me and the team. I'd like to thank T Berry for sponsoring my way into the race tonight. I'd like to thank everybody watching, all my friends and family watching tonight. And yeah, I'd like to apologize to John Darby for taking him out there in 3. I didn't realize I was still pushing him there. But overall, great run to the guys tonight.
That is your second place finisher tonight of Matthew Catania. Brett Wheeler, going to send it back over to you, catching up with our third place finisher of Dennis Cochran.
Yeah, standing by with Dennis Cochran in cut number 31. Dennis, congratulations on third place and, well, a wild finish to a wild race. Hey, how you feeling after that one?
Man, that was great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, mate.
Yeah, that was fun. I had a good time the whole time.
Mate, number of times you were sitting there on the outside towards the end of that race. It's always nice to have someone pushing you, but at the end of the day, when you come down to that green white checker for a $200 payday, there's no friends on the racetrack, and it's basically every man for himself. Is that the way that it was here tonight again?
I figured if I did best if I was pushing somebody, I was going to try to stay out front, but I knew that outside line was fast, so when Kenneth got in front of me, I was pretty much blocked in. I just pushed him all the way through the end.
Like a number of green white checkers, how close was the fuel situation for you?
Well, luckily I was in front of the accidents, and each time I just slowly progressed back up towards the lead, which helped me at least get third.
Well, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, sponsors, shout outs, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes this happen for you?
Man, honestly, it's my first race. I need some. I'm looking into some sponsors, but man, I just appreciate iRacing and what you guys did tonight, putting on this first race. I look forward to all the future races coming up.
No, mate, well done on third place, and hopefully we'll see you back soon.
Thank you very much.
There we go, Dennis Cochran, third place. Alex Robinson, you are caught up with tonight's hard charger. And it's the man that essentially comes home fourth place of Austin Green.
Coming home not only in the top 5, but hard charger tonight, Austin Green had to make some moves, plus 29 spots there in Daytona. Started a little further back than probably you might have wanted to. But talk about this race, especially moving up and avoiding some big wrecks.
Oh, man, it was difficult. Early on there, they had a wreck. I got involved. I think I got piled up with one of my teammates, the guy that won it, but it was at the end I started riding around for a little bit. I got a caution at like the most perfect time. I had 0.2 gallons left in the tank. I actually had to coast to pit road, but then at the end there on that last restart, and I had to go for it, and luckily we managed to get home in the top 5.
So top 5 hard charger here, and we talk about that green white checkers there, back to back green white checkers. Was there any question, we saw you pit on lap 51 there, so pretty much the fuel was fine. But for all the pit stops tonight, was there any question of taking tires, or was it all fuel stop every pit stop?
On the earlier pit stops, I did take tires a couple times. I actually didn't realize at first that we only had a certain set of tires. I'm used to the unlimited, so had to play that into the game plan later on. But at the end there, I think when I took my last fast I believe that was when I took my last set of tires, and we made them work from there. Thankfully, with it only being a 55 lap race, you take tires any time, halfway through, you're pretty much good to go the rest of the way.
Well, we know you got a lot of friends, sponsors, anything on this truck to make it go fast. So take some time to thank all the supporters here tonight.
Well, first of all, I got to shout out the teammates. Ken McCall Jr. getting the win. McCall Motorsports in general. Had a bunch of guys out there. It's a fun race. I want to give a shout out to Ghost Racing Network. They are on the truck. You guys, thank you so much for putting on the broadcast. Do an awesome job. Love watching these. And Wotel Esports, this is a cool little event. And thanks to anybody that put up those extra donations, including the hard charger, as I was able to go home with it. And I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Well, that is your fourth place finisher tonight and hard charger of Austin Green, Brett Wheeler. That will wrap things up here. And now, we go from asphalt. We know you got a few broadcasts coming up in you got one in a few hours, don't you?
Negative.
Or tomorrow?
Negative.
No. So that'll wrap things up here until Sunday night at this point, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, we're
Sunday night.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty happy. We're actually pretty quiet on the dirt side, which is nice. Where we're getting somewhat of a break without taking a break. It's pretty cool.
So Sunday night, we'll be back. World of Thunder Esports League back on the dirt side. Pro Late Models back at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 Central. Then it is Super Late Models back on as well at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time. We will be at Lima Land in Lima, Ohio for that one. Live here on Ultimate Dirt TV, OSR Network, a few others, dirtfan.com. We have a whole handful. The World of Thunder Facebook page. You can catch that anywhere and everywhere Sunday night. Brett Wheeler, I think, might be back on the mic for some of those races. I know I'll be back for some. Brett, are you? Brett might be able to confirm that one. Brett, are you back on the mic for some of those on Sunday?
I got no idea what I'm doing just yet. But I barely know what I'm doing 24 hours in advance, let alone 48 hours. So we'll see how we go.
Sounds good. So Brett might be back. I might be back. I know Steve, BJ, they'll be back next week. Bluegrass High Racing Series, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. They're at Watkins Glen in New York for Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. So you can catch all that action live on Ultimate Dirt TV starting Sunday night for Brett Wheeler, Steve McMillan, everyone at World of Thunder and Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Alex Robinson saying good night, God bless, and we will see you Sunday night.